YouTube, what's going on? Appreciate y'all watching my videos. What's going on? Gotta check my live feed here, make sure my live feed working. What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? Let me wait for a couple people to come in here. What's going on? Gotta check my sound. YouTube, what's going on? Appreciate y'all watching my videos. What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? Slow mode on. Let me turn this off. Enable chat. Okay. Alright, I turned slow mode off. What's going on? But light bright, what's going on? I can't see how many people in here. But anyway, let me go on and get ready with this video. So I was sitting here looking at, stocks and mutual funds and things like that. And I thought I'd go ahead and make a video. Make a video. So what kind of plan do any of y'all invest in? Do y'all invest? What kind of stuff y'all do? I know some of y'all be in trucking and investing, growing your trucking business, real estate, and you know, it's all kind of things you can invest in. You can flip cars. I mean, barbershop. I mean, in springtime, you can start a landscaping business. Shoot, it's all kind of things you can get into. Um, but right now, I'm gonna talk about mutual funds, stocks. I'm gonna talk about a few things. Cause I be talking to guys, I be bumping into guys, and I be bumping into guys, and a lot of guys they just don't have a retirement plan. What kind of plan do you have? I mean, I know a lot of guys in trucking. You think you just gonna drive a truck for the rest of your life? I mean, what? I mean, it's got to be. You got to have an exit strategy. you know, Robert Kiyosaki talks about this in some of his books. Um, whenever you doing business out here, either you have a job or it don't even have to do with having a business. It's an all around general philosophy about doing proper planning. Just planning things. Um, it's just doing proper planning. And hold on, let me make sure my feed working. Okay. So yeah, just having just common sense, just using your common sense and having a plan, right? I mean, like it's just like if you planning to book a load. You book a load, right? You pick the load up in Atlanta, and you got to take the load to Dallas, Texas, and you look at the roads that you got to go. Okay, I'm gonna get on. Okay, I'm gonna get on uh, I-20, and I'm gonna take I-20, and then I'm gonna get on I-10, and you know what I mean. You got to have a road map on your finances and trying to figure out where you gonna go. And because I be talking to guys, and a lot of guys have no idea, just no idea, and they don't even care. And the guys don't even care, and they not even scared. Like I bump into a lot of guys, like they're knocking on 50. Okay, I'm 38 years old and I'm scared. You get what I'm saying? I'm 38 years old and I'm scared for a lot of these guys. And like I bump into guys, they 50, 45, 50, 55 years old, and they don't have a plan. They don't even, when I start talking to them, they don't even they don't even what? They look at me like I'm crazy. Like what? What's that? Retirement? Stocks? No, I don't know nothing about that, man. I ain't messing with that. I'm like, man, you 50 years old, man. Like, you not scared? Cause I'm scared talking to you. You not scared? You can't be running up and down the road in this truck forever, man. So, Shahid Mustafa said, "What's going on, Shahid? Man, I ain't seen you in a minute. Where you been, man? I ain't seen you in a minute. Did you get that PPP, man? You get it? Let me know if you got it, man. Cause it's free money. I mean, even if you're not hurting from the corona, just take it. It's free. You can buy some tires for your truck or something, man. We we work hard as it is. Just buy a new trailer or something, man. Buy your girl a new car or something with it, but funnel it through your business. Don't. But anyway, I don't want to get into that. Shahid said he got some Dunkin' stock. I've been instructed to invest in Beyond Meat products also. Meat products, I got all money that has been granted. Okay, man. Cause we be running up and down this road. Ain't nobody out here helping us. Ain't nobody out here doing nothing for us. We out here running up and down the road in these trucks. Trucking is a high risk industry anyway. You can get in an accident. Ain't nothing out here for us. We got to take care of ourselves out here, man. So, like I was saying, I be talking to guys, and like guys just don't even. Guys don't even. They not even. Like sometimes I be wanting to punch some of these guys out here. Like it's just like guys are asleep. I mean, literally, guys be like, and I be wanting to slap them. Wake up, man. You run up and down the road making all this money. I bump into guys that's been in this business 20, 30, 35 years. And they don't have nothing. They didn't put back none of their money. They ain't put back nothing. All they got is a car, a truck, maybe a trailer, and some cash in the bank. Now, that's fine. Cash in the bank is good, but that ain't gonna set you up to have retirement income. Okay? It's not gonna set you up to have steady stream of income in retirement. Okay, like we gotta get out of this having cash in the bank. We need assets that's generating month after month after month. You want assets to where you want income to where when you die, the income's still coming in. Okay, you want the kind of problems to where when you die, your family members is trying to have financial problems to where they got to figure out what to do with all your assets and your wealth. Those are the kind of problems you want. Not when you die, like, oh, we got to scrape up $5,000 or $10,000 to figure out how to bury Mike, how to bury James. I don't know y'all names out there, but how they gonna bury 404? How they gonna bury me? Get you some life insurance. Get you some investment, real estate. Get you about 10 properties. Get you about $500,000 in some mutual funds, and when you die, everything will be good. Your family will be good. But before we get to that, there's a point to where you won't be able to climb in that truck. Okay, you can break a leg or what have you. There's gonna be a time where we in a time right now. It's Corona, like folk uh, scratching around and trying to figure out how to pay the rent, how to keep the lights on, how to get groceries. And let me tell y'all something. I've been home. I've been home since April. Let me look at the calendar here. I've been home almost 6 weeks. Okay. Yeah, I got the PPP and everything, but you know, you know, $10,000-$15,000 ain't gonna save you. Okay, the money will run out. So, like, I got rental properties. I get, I get, I get, I get a few checks from um, other business ventures that I got going on, and like I got some cash in the bank, and like I'm on Facebook and I'm watching guys, and like I know some of y'all be like, man, park your truck. You can only park that truck for so long, man. You like guys be acting like y'all really gonna park y'all truck for 6 months to a year to really show the industry who got the bigger balls. That's essentially what you're doing. You can't go after Procter and Gamble. You can't go after Walmart because Walmart, Procter and Gamble, Colgate, Niagara Water, Del Fonte Foods, all these distribution centers and these warehouses out here that we pull freight for, you don't have enough capital to sit your truck long enough to 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 you can't show these companies up. They're gonna show you up because they know you probably got 2-3 weeks, maybe 2 months, maybe a month or two of reserves put back to where you can park your truck. And really, that's just a waste of time. Why park your truck just to park your truck? If you're gonna park your truck to go and do another business venture so you don't waste that time. But that's just me. That's just me. Okay, that's just me. But anyway, I don't want to get off on a tangent. But all this stuff is part of the whole conversation. All of this is part of the big picture, man. All of it. Okay? And so, I don't know. I didn't really plan on doing a video. I just thought I'd do a video. And Milkman, what's going on? And Rebirth, what's going on? And I want to talk about some stocks and some mutual funds and stuff like that. And if you don't invest in mutual funds and stocks and stuff like that, I'm gonna show you how easy it is. It's no different. Buying stocks and mutual funds and stuff like that is no different than buying a gallon of milk. It's no different than buying a gallon of milk. Okay? It's no different than buying some new sneakers that came out. It ain't no different than buying a car. It ain't no different than buying a truck. It ain't no different than doing all the everyday things that we do. We trying to decide, okay, which cell phone plan that we want to get. Oh, I want to go to T-Mobile. You got T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. And you look at the cell phone plans. Okay, Verizon got this for this much of money. T-Mobile got this much for this amount of money. AT&T got this much money. And you just make the best choice that's going to help you in your situation. Stocks, mutual funds is the same thing. Okay? So, I don't want nothing from y'all. I ain't trying to sell y'all nothing. I make these videos for free. And I feel like I need to give back to my truck drivers because I be bumping in too many drivers that don't have nothing. We make so much money and we don't have nothing. It ain't just truck drivers, it's guys outside of trucking that I know. And it's just like, oh my God, it ain't that hard. It ain't that hard. And so I'm gonna talk about some stuff. But anyway, let me get to it. Where we at? Where we at in the video? I know I've been talking. My bad. But I'm long-winded. Y'all know how I am. I'm long-winded. 15 minutes in the video. But anyway, let me get to it. So I was going through my portfolio, and I was going through my portfolio, and you know, I got stuff written down. I'm a real nerd when it comes to this stuff because, I got stuff written down. You know, gotta wait for my picture to come up. So I got stuff written down. I got everything sorted by rate of return and different criteria that I look for in mutual funds and stuff like that. I ain't gonna talk too much about stocks because stocks is a different animal. But mutual funds is something. Mutual funds mutual funds is something you buy and hold. It's just like a car or a house. A mutual fund, you go through it and take your time and you buy it and you hold it and you keep your money in there for a long period of time. Stocks is most of the time is for like a short term gain or something like that. A year or two, 3. Like right now, I would buy a bunch of stocks right now. Stocks is a bunch of stocks out here on sale. It's a bunch of mutual funds out here on sale. And so, it's a bunch of them. So, and I'm making this video because we're probably a little late. It's May right now. It's May. So we're a little late, but you can still find some deals out here. The stock market is on sale. Okay. So if you're going to invest in some mutual funds and stocks, you need to do it. You need to do it right now because the market is on sale. Okay. It is on sale. All right. So I'm going to talk about some stuff, and the market is on sale. All right. And I'm gonna show y'all some stuff, and let me just get to it. So I was looking at adding some REITs to my portfolio. I don't know if any of y'all know what REITs are. They're real estate investment trusts. They're basically mutual funds that invest primarily in real estate. Anything that got to do with real estate, hospitals, retirement homes, shopping malls, residential properties. Their primary goal is to profit off real estate. Okay, so I like REITs. REITs, I love REITs because the dividends on a lot of these REITs are real high, and the rate of return is pretty damn good. I mean, you get a good solid. You get a good rounded fund to buy into. It's much more stable than a lot of this stuff out here. Like with real estate, it ain't going nowhere. Everybody got to have somewhere to live. Anytime somebody do anything on this planet Earth, they got to put it on some real estate. Roads, they got to put signs on some real estate. They got to put cell phone antennas on real estate. Shopping malls sit on real estate. Home Depots, where do you think Home Depots sit at? On real estate. Okay. A lot of these shopping malls out here, you think Walmart own the building? No, they got 20 and 30-year leases on that. You know what I'm saying? So I love REITs. And so a lot of times the companies that own the dirt that a Walmart sits on, okay, it'll be leased to a company like a REIT. These are real estate investment trusts. I'm gonna talk about those. I'm gonna talk about some mutual funds that I like. I've been, every while, I go through my portfolio, and I go through and make sure the rate of return, and make sure, because there's always better deals out here. I'm always shopping for deals, and that's just what it is. Shopping for mutual funds and stuff like that, it ain't no different than shopping for a cell phone plan. It ain't no different than shopping for Lowe's. I know we in trucking, we like to shop for Lowe's, shopping for a shop to take our truck to, or if you shopping for a truck, like, okay, a Freightliner International Peterbilt, which type of truck I'm gonna get? It ain't no different, and like, it's not that complicated. So let me get to it. I've been talking. So I'm gonna talk about these REITs. I don't know if y'all know about REITs, but that's what it is. Explain mutual funds. Signed up for TD Ameritrade. Yeah, I like TD Ameritrade. They all right. You have a stock that you had on. It's a few stocks. Anything that's pretty much, like I said in my previous videos, any stock that's pretty much got anything to do with any stock right now that's been affected by Corona. Okay, any stock that's been affected by Corona, even mutual funds. I've seen some mutual funds that's on sale right now. As a matter of fact, this REIT I'm about to show you is on sale. Let me show you this one. SPG. Let me put this one in here. Simon Property Group. Okay, Simon Property Group. They're on sale. Now, see, you can look right here. Their current price per share is $42. As the market closed on Friday at 4 o'clock, that's what the price closed at, $42. All right. Now, if we go back on this graph right here, back it up just a little bit. They just paid out a dividend. That's what the D and the E right there. They had a dividend payout. It's $2.10 a share. That's what it paid out. So if you own like 1,000 shares of this company stock times 2, which is a pretty good dividend if you ask me, that'll be a $2,100 check. I'm just saying, that's a $2,100 check for 1,000 shares. How much 1,000 shares would cost you? It'll cost you, let's see, 1,000 shares times $57. That'll be 57,000. So off of 57,000, you make 2,100 a quarter on dividends. That's a damn good dividend if you ask me. That's a damn good dividend. Now granted, 57,000 ain't a bunch of money. However, just imagine a lot of these people, a lot of these shareholders, they own millions of shares. Okay, if you own 1 million shares, oh man, you ain't working. You ain't working, dog. You just ain't working. I mean, for the average guy, it's really obtainable to have about. It's obtainable to have about about 300,000 in a stock. Now, I wouldn't buy that much in one stock. I would buy a mutual fund, but for the sake of this video and investing, you guys can, let's say $500,000. Let's do $500,000. Okay, $500,000. That's 500,000 divided by $57 a share. Okay, that means you will have 8,700 shares. Okay, and let's see what your dividend payout gonna be. If you own 8,000 shares times 210 a share, every quarter you get 18,000 a month. Every quarter. I'm just saying, 18,000 a quarter. 18,000 a quarter. Okay, 18,000 a quarter divided by 3. That's 6,100 a month. Just say you're an old man and you got $500,000. Say you're an old man. Say you're an old man. Just picture it now. You an old man, 60, 65 years old. You got 500,000 into this stock. Now, I wouldn't put all that money into this stock, but I'm dumbing it down. So, because a lot of we running up and down the road for this money, and look, you got 500,000 invested, right? And you getting $6,100 a month. $6,100 a month. $18,000 a quarter. I don't know about you and me, but my household bills ain't that high. I can live off $6,100 a month. So, I mean, I know some guys gonna have some of these excuses, but you whatever man. I'm just telling you. Either you gonna be working as a greeter at Walmart, or you gonna do what I'm telling you to do and have a comfortable retirement as an old man. I mean, in our lifetime, I'm sure in a lot of our lifetimes, we probably see at least 5 million exchanged through our hands. At least 5 million in a lifetime. It's about 5 million. And if you took one of the 5 million and just invest like what, 25%, about 15-20% of the money that you see in your lifetime, you can have this. And I just did $500,000. Okay, $500,000. Okay, I mean, now if you double that and you do $1 million, that'll be 12,000 a month. 12 grand a month. 12 grand a month. I'm getting excited just thinking about it. Just imagine you 60, 65 years old getting $12,000 a month. 12 grand a month. Man, y'all better put back some of this money and stop playing. Y'all gonna get me excited. But anyway, let me get back to what I was talking about. So, okay, I'm making sure my video stream didn't drop out. So, if you look right here, Simon Property Group is on sale. Their dividend payout is $2 a share. And if you show it in the percentage right here where it says annual dividend yield, that's 14.56%. That's a damn good dividend, dog. I'm just gonna tell you. That is a damn good dividend. Okay. Most dividends out here is in the range of like 3-4%. And that's pretty good. But this is a REIT. It's a real estate investment trust. And so a lot of these REITs pay out monthly. Some of them pay quarterly, some pay monthly. And so I don't know what else to tell you. So if you look here, the price is $42.25 a share right now. Well, it's not $42 a share right now. The historic low, I don't know how far this goes back. I think it's 5 years? Yeah, 5 years. In the last 5 years, the historic low of this stock is $42.25 a share. Right now it's $57. You need to buy it. It's on sale. Okay. Now, if you go back to if you look at this graph right here, this graph, like January, February, and that's when the corona hit, like in March, when Trump, when Trump declared the country in a state of emergency, that's when the stock dropped. That means buy. That's a buy signal. If any of you guys do day trading, that's a buy signal. When it dropped like that, it's time to buy 1,000 shares. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Buy. That's a buy signal. So if you look right here, the price just last year, between January and December of 2019, the average price of that stock ranged anywhere from like $175. I can probably say that's about $175, just a little less than 200 right here. 175, 160, somewhere in there. And if you go back in 2018, it was about $150 a share. Okay, 2017, it's still right in that 150 to 100. 2016, it got as high as 229 a share. That's the historic high over the last 5 years. So, I mean, if you look at the track record of this stock, the last 5 years, this damn thing on sale. I don't know what else to tell you. The damn thing on sale. If you don't buy this, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. You know. Let's see. Let's look at some other stuff. Let's see. Okay, here come the income statement. You know, when I be telling y'all to keep a spreadsheet on your truck. Well, these people keep a spreadsheet. Okay, you can see right here they keep a spreadsheet. Then this is calculated in millions. So you gotta multiply 55,000 times a million. That'll give you the actual number. And so this is the spreadsheet. And so, I mean, I read through here. The company looks good. I mean, they making money. It's real estate. I mean, the money is steady. If you look at the money is steady. They didn't really do any drops. So 52, 66, 54, 35, 55, 27, 56, 45, 57, 55. I perceive this company as being a stable company. Revenue was steady across the board. Okay, you know. It's real estate. All they doing is collecting rent. You know, I mean, I mean, you know, and so, let me see here. The balance sheet. Cash flow. Let's see. They got 155 million in cash. They got almost $1 billion in cash in 2018, almost $1 billion. Or maybe they bought some stuff. I think that number's negative. My bad. I think that's a negative number. Maybe they purchased some properties or something like that. But anyway, so this is a REIT I've been looking at. I've been, you know. So I'm gonna Google this company, and I already got it up here. Let me see. What y'all talking about. Do you reinvest the dividends? Yes, you reinvest the dividends. Yes, that's how you get compound interest. Because right now, I don't know how old you are, Shahid Mustafa. I don't know how old you are, but you don't need to be spending that money right now. You don't need to be spending that money. Okay? You need the money, whatever money that your mutual fund or stock or whatever you got, whatever the money that is making, you need that money to go back inside of it. And so that money will make money off the money that it put back in. That's compound interest. It make money off the money. It just keep making money off the money, off the money, off the money. And so you will put 100,000 in there, but then the growth on it will be 300,000-400,000. It's just crazy, man. It's just ridiculous. S&P 500 has aggressive stocks. Yeah, I mean that's what the S&P 500 is. The S&P 500 is the stock market basically, and the Russell 2000. The Russell 2000, the S&P 500 is the top 500 companies. That's a lot of damn companies. And so basically the S&P 500 is the benchmark for the stock market. And so when you think of the stock market, that's the S&P 500. It's the benchmark. It sets the bar for the stock market. So whatever you do, when you're looking at like stocks and mutual funds, you wanna look for stocks and mutual funds that's above the S&P 500 as far as performance. And so that's the benchmark. So when you're thinking about like trying to make a decision or analyzing a stock, if the stock performance is below the S&P 500, I don't want to say don't buy it, but it's giving you an idea on how it's performing relative to the stock market, which is the S&P 500. And then you got the Russell 2000. The Russell 2000 is small caps. So Russell 2000 is basically just small capitalized companies. You know, your small emerging markets type companies, the small companies, and that's the 2000 the the best performing uh, small cap companies, small companies that's publicly traded. So the S&P 500, they're basically generic index funds. I mean, S&P 500, I mean, they're not the best performing. I mean, they're just good all around companies. So I mean, it's the risk is like average. This is average. If you look up, let me show you. Let me show you. Before I get back to Simon, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Let me look up Amazon. Okay, let's look up Amazon. So if you look at Amazon and you look up, let me see. All right. So when you look at Amazon, if you look at the graph of Amazon right here, see the S&P 500 is in orange. Okay, the S&P 500 is in orange, and if you look at Amazon, and if you're trying to like look at it and say, okay, which one is performing better, Amazon or the S&P 500? Well, relative to all the other companies, Amazon is doing what? I can almost say like almost 3 times as better than all the other companies, because you can see how much, like, if you look at S&P 500, it looks like S&P 500 is like 18 right there. It looks like they're coming in right around, I would say that's about 18,000 or so, And then you look at Amazon, they're way up here like 55 or so, 60. So if I wouldn't buy individual stock, but since Amazon is a IT company, I would buy into like that sector, And if you look at the stock market, the only companies that are doing good right now is healthcare and information technology, and those are the best performing companies right now. And that been that way for at least about 15 years, since the dot-com boom back in like 95, 96. So it's been like that for like 15, 20 years now. So so that's just an example. If you're gonna buy in the S&P 500, the only time I recommend somebody putting their money in the S&P 500, which is a basic index fund, is like if you real close to retirement. If you got 5 years to retirement, I would start to dial back some of your investments and start putting it into a generic plain Jane index. Okay, and it's just a boring index. And then once you get to retirement, you can just put your money in bonds, or you can just pull it out and just put it in cash. Just sit it in your checking account. Because while you were in retirement, you don't want your investments to drop in value, and then you got to live off that money. So it's just a strategy for yeah, man, what's going on? But anyway, let me go back to Simon. So this is the company's website. Okay, this is what the company does. That's what they do. They do shopping malls. What else? They do shopping malls. What else? Let's see. I'm trying to pull up their portfolio. They got a Corona. Okay. See, this is what Simon invests in. This is what they invest in. See this? Shopping malls. Okay? We go to these places all the time. Shopping malls. That's what they buy. And so when you buy one of these, this is where you putting your money at. Stable. These are good income producing properties. Louis Vuitton. These are like class B, class A people. Okay, these are not people. These are not the type of neighborhoods. These are not the type of demographic of people that's gonna be hurting for money. These are like the upper level, upper. I don't want to say wealthy, but I want to say upper level people that make 100, 150,000, and they got excess income to shop at these places. And so these places are not hurting for money. Okay. And so these are just regular shopping malls. Look, you got J.C. Penney's, Macy's, Dillard's. And so Dillard's, J.C. Penney's, Macy's, Belk, all these companies, they have to pay rent. Okay. They have to pay a lease to this company, Simon, the trust that owns the building, the dirt that these companies live on, that these stores. Okay, this is Jersey Gardens. Okay, the Florida Mall, and these are nice places. Okay, these are nice places. Okay, they're on sale right now. They are on sale right now. I'm just scrolling through. So you got Target, Dick's Sporting Goods, Barnes and Nobles, okay, Bloomingdale's. These are shopping malls that we go to, right? Adidas, Versace over there. Um, this thing right here is talking about the Corona, but see, a lot of times we don't understand this stuff right here. We don't see it. Okay, SPG. We don't see it because we just see these numbers. We don't see the stock. We don't see it. But when you get to go to the company's website and actually see what your money, where it's going, then it's different. Then you can be like, oh, okay, oh, right. So that this thing right here is basically talking about the Corona. Is basically talking about the Corona. But the point is, I just wanted y'all to see, like, when you investing, this is what you got to do when you going out here to invest in a stock. You look at the company, you look at the management team. I'm trying to figure out what the management team contact stakeholders. Let's see. Let me see, where does the CEO? I mean, we don't need to look at the CEO, but the point is, you get to look at where you putting your money at. Okay, and this is what they do all over the country. This is a national. I think they global. I think. So this is where they put their money at, the global property portfolio. It looks like most of the money, most of their portfolio is held in shopping malls. And you got premium outlets, international, meals, and lifestyle centers. So this trust, this company, they invest mostly in retail shopping malls and stuff like that. And look, they got some in Italy, Malaysia, Mexico, Austria, Germany, Japan. Oh man. And look, they showing you that dividend went up. They dividend from 2014 went up all the way up. Okay, dividends per share. Okay. And that's what they're doing. Okay. So TERP. And so that's just what it is. All right, let me show y'all another one. It was another one that I was looking at earlier. I was looking at another one. Oh, I think it's this one right here. Now, this one is a mutual fund. This one is a mutual fund. And y'all, we can relate to this because this company invests in industrial parks and warehouses. Okay, so when you come on here, this is a mutual fund. This isn't a individual stock, but it's the same thing. Okay, their dividend payout. Their dividend is what a dividend at? Their dividend yield is 6.73%. Okay, 6.73%. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not as good as this one, Simon, which is 14, but 6.73% dividend twice a year is pretty good. They pay out semi-annually every 6 months. So, like I said, if you got 57,000 invested, well, let's dial it back. Let's do, like I said before, 500,000, half a million times zero. Wait a minute. 0.0673. All right, that's 6%. That's 33. Well, I mean, let me see. What is that? Did I calculate it right? Hold on, y'all. Is that 33? That's giving you 33,000 a year in dividends. All right, and since they pay out semi-annually, you're gonna get, that's 33,000 a year. Okay, divide that by 2. You're gonna get 16,000 every 6 months. I don't know about you, but I mean, for not doing no work, just not doing no work at all, just your money just sitting over here, just your money just sitting over here, you get a $16,000 check. I know some of y'all gonna have, but full, you know, like I said before, in a lifetime, we may touch, it's somewhere around, a working class person may touch about $5 million in their lifetime. And if you invest just $1 million of it, you can get this. You touch 5 million in your lifetime, maybe 4 or 5 million in your lifetime. I mean, the average person. I'm not talking about if you a rapper, superstar, basketball player, you own Amazon. No, I'm talking about working class dude making $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year. You may touch in your lifetime $4 to $5 million. If you just took $1 million of it and invested in something, you can, when you get 50, 55, 60 some years old, you can have $33,000, maybe more than that, 60, 50 some, because this is based off 500,000. You can get you can get for 500,000, you can get $33,000 a year just doing nothing. Just I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all. But anyway, I be telling y'all. I just be telling y'all. I don't understand. You know, I don't understand. But anyway, this is a mutual fund. This is a REIT. It's a REIT mutual fund. This mutual fund invests primarily in real estate right here, if you see it. And the companies that's in it, okay, this is that's what the 98% of its holdings is in real estate. Okay, they do 1% in communications. Okay, 1% in communications. Okay, that's nothing. And then the top 10 holdings is Prologix, Public Storage. That's real estate. American Homes for Rent. These are companies we all know. Prologix. Y'all know who Prologix is. They own these distribution centers. Let me Google them real quick for y'all. Let me Google them, because y'all don't understand. We out here running all this freight. Y'all know who this is. These warehouses. These are warehouses. We pick up loads from these places all the time. Y'all see them? That's it. These places we go to every day in trucking. These places right here. These distribution centers right here. These industrial parks right here. That's Prologix. Okay? Okay, hold on. Look, that's us. That's us right there. That's you parked over there. I see that's you. This is a shipyard right here. This is a shipyard. What's this? A load? Look, these are loads that we pick up right here. Stable investment. Okay, very stable. We always gonna need warehouses to run freight A to B. Okay, so when you think about putting your money into something, this is where your money going. You need to look at these mutual funds and these stocks and look at it and make a common sense decision and say, okay, the dividend on this mutual fund is 6.73%. Okay. The dividend, where is it? The dividend is 6.73%. Okay. Since inception, the rate of return on this mutual fund is 12.59%. 12.59% since 2009. That's a damn good return if you ask me. That's a damn good return. Plus, you get the dividend payout. Now, you don't need the money. You don't need the money. Let the money when you buy a mutual fund, it's gonna ask you, do you want to reinvest your dividends? You check that box and you buy it. Okay? That way every time your mutual fund does a dividend payout, the money goes right back into it and the money compound and compound and compound. That's what you want. Okay? Prologix, that's us. Trucking. That's us. That's us. And this is the management team right here. You got this lady right here, Megan. Investment. She's a VP investment officer. She out there in Arizona. This guy right here, Derek Johnson. Okay. He out of Denver. This lady here, VP market officer. These people. And so when you buying these mutual funds, you go to the website and look at what these companies investing in, and you put a face to the company. These are people that's running these companies, okay? Okay? And then you feel better. You feel comfortable about putting your money into it. It's like, okay, she a commercial real estate veteran. This lady right here, she knows commercial real estate. She's competent. She know what she's doing. All right? And you read through here, she's a customer service person. Okay. Okay. You got these people, you get to look these people in the face and I mean you can't get to know people through pictures, but you understand that these companies are ran by people. And so when you putting your money into these companies, you get to put a face and a name. And it's like, okay. It's a good management team. It's a good management team here. Okay. Okay. This lady here, she's a property manager. Okay. Out of Portland. So she probably managed a whole bunch of industrial parks. This lady right here, Chris Edwards. So when we go to these places and they don't want us to park on their property, she's probably the one that make that decision. Put them signs up saying no truck parking. She probably does that. Okay? In Portland. You get what I'm saying? And so when you look at these companies, it's like, okay, when you look at all these numbers in here, okay, you only need $100 to get into it. The Morningstar rating, it's got a 5-star Morningstar rating overall. The 5-star Morningstar rating is great. Okay, the 10-year rating on this is great, 5 stars. The historic rate of return is above average, When we say above average, it's above the S&P 500. Okay, so the S&P 500. Let's see, the S&P 500 is not on here. Okay. So this fund right here, this is a mutual fund. Okay, so um, and I think this mutual fund is on sale. It's 14.81 a share right now, and the 52-week high is was $18 a share. So I would buy this. I would definitely buy this. I would buy it. The historic risk is low. The risk is low. It's real estate. That's why it's so low. Real estate is a very stable investment. There's little to no risk involved. Especially you talking about commercial real estate. We talking about commercial real estate. Okay. Let me pick out another company I got on the sidetrack. Okay. Public storage. Public storage. Let's Google public storage real quick. Let's see, public storage. Just public storage. Everybody know public storage. Okay, you know, U-Haul, public storage. I'm trying to think of all these storage, publicly traded storage companies. Okay, um, we know these companies. We know these companies. Hold on, what it? All right, we know these companies. All right, you got this is a public storage over here by my house over here. Um, this is a public storage. That's it. That's it. These are not imaginary, fictitious companies. That's oh, I'm gonna put my money over here. I don't know. No, this is a real company, and so this is a mutual fund. So this mutual fund right here got a whole bunch of companies in it. Okay, let me click on View Portfolio. It's got a whole bunch of companies in here. Okay, it's not gonna show all the companies. Okay. So they do real estate and they do real estate management. Okay. Let's see. Trying to figure out how to see all the companies. They're not showing all the companies. So they do. They got. Hold on. Let me back up. MGLX. This is how you get it done. You just take some time and go through here and look at this stuff, and it's not that complicated. It's not that complicated. The expense ratio is 1.23%. That's kind of high, but I mean it don't matter. We don't need the money today. It don't matter. Okay. They got a front load of 5%. They're gonna charge you 5% when you buy it. They got a short term redemption fee. A short term redemption fee. That's when basically it's a mutual fund. They don't want you flipping it they don't want you day trading this. So they penalizing you. It's 90 days. You gotta hold this mutual fund for 90 days before you can sell it again, which is fine. A mutual fund is something that you buy and hold. You buy it and you keep it. You want to keep it forever and keep making money with it. You get what I'm saying? So that's what a mutual fund is. And so you got public storage, Link. What is this? Link Real Estate Investment Trust. You got Americans. I never heard of this company. American Homes for Rent. They got a ticker symbol up here, so I'm assuming that's a publicly traded company. All right. Let's see. American Homes for Rent. So this company, they are a a real estate company. They are a real estate firm. They own and rent houses out. That's what it seems like to me. Let me pull up Georgia. Let me pull up Georgia. So this is a real company, okay? So they have a nice portfolio. They have a large portfolio. Okay, they want $3,500 a month. They got a nice portfolio. They have a lot of properties, a lot. They got a lot of properties on here, and that's just Georgia, man. Man, it's a lot of properties. So this site, it don't seem like it's a funky site. It looks like a real site. Okay. Their price per share is $25 a share. Yeah, Ken Carter. Yeah, he said he normally check Market Watch, Investopedia. Yeah, I use that mostly for day trading, for buying and flipping stocks. I'm talking about at the moment. I'm talking about mutual funds at the moment. Okay, what y'all talking about? Do you have 500,000 to invest? Be more realistic with the numbers. 4 is spot on with the information. Self-made transportation. When I say 500,000, that is a typical number, a typical amount of money that in a lifetime. I use that as an example, and so I use that number because in a typical lifetime, most guys who drive a truck who make 50, 60, $70,000, you gonna see that money in a lifetime. Okay, so you don't just go and just buy one stock, whoop, and one wop. No, you have to work up to it. Your portfolio has to build itself up to get to that 500,000. And so the reality is, it's like, okay, in a mutual fund or an investment or something like that, you may only put 100,000 of your own money into it, but the growth that your investment made over 20, 30 years. Say you started a mutual fund and you 30 years old and you 30. Say you started a mutual fund and you was 30, right? That means you got 30, 40, 50. Say you want to retire at 60. That's going to give you 30 years to get your portfolio up to 500,000 or a million. I mean, you can do a million easy, but I do 500,000 just to show y'all that it's obtainable. It's something that the average guy running a truck can have a retirement, and they can make it to retirement. It's possible. Okay, that's why I use that number. And so for example, let me pull up this compound interest calculator. All right, you can pull this compound interest calculator up on investor.gov. I'm gonna get back to this company, looking at this mutual fund in a minute, but I want to make sure self-made transportation understands how building wealth. The key word is building wealth. And so how wealth is built, okay? How a working class person that could come out from food stamps, okay, Section 8, and retire at 40, 50, 60 years old with $1 million. Okay? This is how it's done. Easy. Easy. You just got to stop spending your money on dumb shit. That's all it is. You got to spend your money on the right stuff. Stop spending your money on Chargers and Jordans and trying to floss for a bunch of people who don't care nothing about you. Okay? Keep your mind focused and spend the money on the right stuff. Buy assets, buy stocks, mutual funds, real estate, trucks, trailers, businesses, apartment buildings, that stuff. Okay, stuff that appreciate. It'll keep you out the poorhouse. Okay, so for the sake of this video, I'm talking about mutual funds and stocks. So just to keep it cordial, just to keep it cordial, say you don't got nothing. The initial investment, you came to the table and you watched my video and be like, man, I like that guy 404 Trucker. He showed me how to invest. It's like, wow, and you don't got nothing. And you start from day one, start putting back. Say you start putting back. I'm gonna use this number right here, $800. You put back $800 a month. See right here, monthly contribution, $800 a month. I'm not trying to sell y'all nothing. I just want my truck drivers to retire with some dignity. Okay. I need my truck drivers to retire with some goddamn dignity. Okay. I'm tired of running into guys 60 some years old and not having no money, not having. We should be able to walk away from this truck at 55. We should be able to walk away from this truck at 55. I'm good. I got a $500,000. I got $1 million investments put back. I got mutual funds. I got real estate. You should be able to just walk away from that damn truck. Company. I know there's some company drivers that's watching my video. If you're a company driver, please invest into your 401k. Please. Because the company using you. Okay. The company using you. I done bumped into so many guys that's got, man, I've been driving for 35 years. But your house paid for, you got mutual funds, you got any assets. What you talking about? You gonna retire? You gonna leave here? But anyway, forget it. Let me get back to the thing here. Okay, say you watch my video and you started from jump, okay, and you 30 years old and you want to retire. You want to retire at 30. You want to retire at 30. The average rate of return on a typical mutual fund. I'm just talking about mutual funds. I ain't talking about real estate. Real estate, you can get about 15-20% rate of return on real estate. But with real estate, depending on your personality, you may not want to hassle with real estate. There's a hassle factor when it comes to real estate. There's a hassle factor. So I do both. I got mutual funds and real estate because I believe in having a diversified portfolio of investments. So having some real estate, having some mutual funds, and having a truck, having a trucking business, and just having a well-rounded, thing of investments going on. A business is an investment. Your truck that you driving is an investment. Now, if you're a company driver, you don't have that luxury. But if you're an owner operator, you own your own truck, that is an investment. You make money with it. You get a rate of return on it. So whatever that rate of return is, just like a mutual fund, the stock market, you looking at over the last 100 years, you looking at the stock market, you can get about 10-15% rate of return with the stock market easy. If you pay attention on where the money is invested. Don't be buying bonds. Bonds don't pay nothing. You might make 4 or 5% on bonds. You don't make no money. Okay? You put your money in aggressive performing. You put your money into aggressive emerging market type funds. IT, healthcare. Those sectors in the stock market are booming right now. IT, healthcare. With this coronavirus, you know the healthcare stock's gonna be going up. This corona, all the pharmaceutical companies trying to find a antivirus. They trying to get paid. Discretionaries is like cell phones, toilet paper, stuff that you throw away. Discretionaries, toothpaste. Okay, stuff. Just regular everyday stuff. Discretionaries. Movies, going to the movies, that's discretionary. Well, movies is actually leisure. That's in a different sector. But you got industrials doing good. So in those top 3-4 sectors, that's what you want to pay attention to. If you put your money in those aggressive growth sectors, Amazon is growing like crazy. Amazon, that's an IT company. Okay, Facebook. If you look into the portfolio of these companies, all these companies are doing well above that 15, 16, 7% rate of return. But on average, I say you can easily get from now until retirement at least a good 12%. I say at least 12, 13, 14%, no problem. After taxes, you might take home maybe 8, okay? But I say a good 12%, okay? And so the compound frequency, it really don't matter. I mean, I would say you can put semi-annually. That means every time the mutual funds, they gonna give an average payout, on every 6 months. That money goes right back in, and it's compounding some more. It's compounding some more. And so when I hear calculate, look how much money. Look how much money we talking about. I don't want to hear none of y'all arguing with me, because I'm telling you the game right here. This is the game right here. This is the game right here. Okay? If any of you guys are watching me, and you 22, 23 years old, 24, 25 years old, you put $800 a month for 30 years into some mutual funds. Now, I wouldn't do one of them. I would scatter it across like 5 or 10 funds. Okay? And you got to take this thing serious now. You got to take it serious. Okay? You got to take it serious. See, like, I take this thing serious. All right? I got all these funds right here written down, and I go through them, and I make sure, because I'm committing to an investment. I want to make sure that my money, I want to make sure that I'm making the proper decision. I'm not just random buying it, just like, oh yeah, that look good. No. If you want to go play, if you want to go to the crap table, if you want to go to casino and gamble with your money, go do that. But this ain't gambling. Okay, there's a system to this. It ain't no gambling. This is a system. Okay. Before you buy a mutual fund, you go in there and you dig into it, and you look around and you look at the rate of return, and you compare the rate of return with other stocks, other mutual funds, and make sure that that fund is performing the way that you want it to perform, and you feel comfortable putting your money into it. Simple. Like I just showed y'all. Okay? You go on here, you look at the company website, because this mutual fund has got at least 100 companies in it, 50 to 100 companies in it. This is just the top 10 holdings right here. Okay? And so if you was to invest $800, if you 30 years old, investing $800 a month for 30 years, getting an average return of 12%, at 60, you can have 2.5 million. Roundabout. I know some of y'all nerds gonna come in here. No, it ain't gonna be 2.559. It's gonna be 2.3. It don't matter. It don't matter. Ain't no difference between 2 million or 2.3 million or 2.2 million or 2.4 million. It's still 2 fucking million. Okay? Because I know I'm gonna get a nerd. Okay? But that's not the point. The point is getting on a retirement plan. Just like the thumbnail says on this video, get on a retirement plan. I'm talking to guys, guys not on a retirement plan. What are you doing with your money? What are you doing with it? What are you doing with it? Like, it just don't make no sense. Like, hell, if you do $500 a month for 30 years, making 12% rate of return, you still having 1.5 million. It's still 1.5 million. 1.5 million. I mean, let's play with these numbers. Let's do 15 years. Let's cut it in half. 15 years at $500 a month at 12%. That'll be 200,000, 230,000. Let's do 20 years at $500 a month. That's almost a half a million right there. That's a half a million. 464,000 right there. Okay? And so if you going through your portfolio, if you're going through your portfolio and you got 5 or 10 mutual funds, okay? You don't have all your money in one mutual fund. You want to have it scattered around in like 5 or 10 of them. You want to have about 5 or 10 mutual funds. 5 or 10 of these right here. 5 or 10 of these right here. Because there are a bunch of these right here. These mutual funds that pay real good money. All right? Let me show y'all one. Let me show y'all some. Because I got like a little system on here. Let me click on here. Let me see. Criteria. This is my Charles Schwab account. Okay, this is my Charles Schwab account. And let me find y'all some mutual funds. Because I know y'all don't believe me. Y'all still don't believe me. I just showed y'all the numbers and y'all don't believe me. Okay? Let me see what y'all talking about. The one and only Shake World. Market watch. I understand what you're getting at. I invest market myself. Yeah, but the point is, I'm glad you're doing something. Self-made transportation. I'm glad you're doing something. But you know a lot of guys out here, they ain't doing nothing. Okay? First gen trucker said 1,000. Yeah, you want to do $1,000 a month into investment. So that way, because your own money into the mutual fund, you may only put maybe 200,000-300,000. All the other money that's in there is just growth, compound interest, money that don't compounded on compounded on compounded on top of each other. You know what I mean? Exactly. Began the grind with 800. Sign up for TD and practice on Thinkorswim platform before putting real money in the market. Yeah, but I'm talking about long term. I'm not talking about day trading. You know, Thinkorswim, that's for day trading. Like if you're gonna be a day trader and you just buy stocks and sell it when buy it and sell it, and that's day trading. But I'm talking about long term growth. I'm talking about real estate that you buy and hold it for 100 years. Mutual funds you hold for 100 years. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. Sound okay. Rochelle say even if you have right, you still have 7 figures in retirement. That's what I'm saying. Where I come from projects, food stamps. I come from Section 8, food stamps. Like I remember sitting in the car when my mama had to go to the social service office to get her food stamps, and it was a book of food stamps. They come in different colors. I remember the brown ones was the dollar ones, the dollar bills, food stamps. The brown one was the dollar ones. You get the book of stamps for the month to buy food. They don't do that no more. They have the food stamp card. But when I was on food stamps back in what we talking about? When my mama was on food stamp in the 80s, when I was growing up, like 1987, 88, 89, 91, 92, 93, you get the book of food stamps. Where my family come from, having hell, even if you retire and you have like 100,000 in the bank, 200,000 in the bank, that's better than nothing. I'm talking to guys who don't have nothing. All they got is maybe a couple $1,000s in the bank. That's it. You 55, 60 years old, you don't got nothing. You don't have nothing. Who gonna hire you? Where you gonna get a job at? You gonna drive a truck? You 60 years old. You better be lucky your blood pressure ain't too high. You can't pass the DOT physical. Okay? And plus, who want to be running up and down the road in a truck at 60 years old? Come on, man. Anyway, the closest thing I want to have to work in my 60s is probably just getting on a computer and maybe checking my account and looking at my rental properties. That's about it in my 60s. That's the most amount of work. I ain't slaving, run up and down the road in no truck at 60 years old. You crazy? And like that's cool for a lot of guys. That's cool. They cool with that. But anyway, the sun beaming in here. But anyway, the point. Right. So the point is, okay, let me go ahead and show y'all how to find some mutual funds. Now, this is my Charles Schwab account. This is my personal account. And you can't see nothing. You can't see the accounts or nothing like that. But let me look at here. Okay, what I like to do is I'll go in here and I'll look at this right here on the left side of Charles Schwab. Now, I don't make no money from Charles Schwab. I don't care if you sign up with Charles Schwab or not. But the point is, get in tune with your finances. Get in tune with your finances. Get in tune with your retirement. Get in tune with it. Get in tune with what your money gonna be doing. Get in tune. You gotta know, cause the top 1%, the top 5-10% in the world do this every day. Okay, they don't run up and down the road in no truck. The top 5-10% in the world, the wealthy people in the world, this is what these people doing. Okay, and so you gotta. It's like I bump into guys and it's like they don't care, or they talking about they don't understand it, and it's like, so all you gotta do is watch a YouTube video. It's a bunch of YouTube videos that'll teach you about dividend yield. What's a dividend yield? I don't know what that is. What's the expense ratio? I don't know what that is. What's a fund strategy? What's a prospectus? Oh, I don't know what that is. You can read books on this stuff. I mean, real talk. We basically having $1 million conversation. I'm having $1 million conversation with y'all. Anywhere from $500,000 to $2 million conversation with y'all. All you got to do is do what I'm telling you to do. You have 2 million. Okay. So I'm gonna go on here. I'm gonna sort by. I want to see distribution yield. I want to see inception date. I like to look at mutual funds that's older than 10 years old. I don't want to look at mutual funds that just started last year. There's no data for me to look at. It's fresh. It's too fresh. There's no information for me to gauge on how good it performed. I don't care about it being a year. I like mutual funds that's greater than 10 years. These are buy and hold investments. Okay, I'm gonna keep it forever. Okay, expense ratio. I don't really care about I care about expense ratio, but then I don't, because if the rate of return is good enough, I really don't care. Morningstar rating. I want to see a Morningstar rating. I want to see let's see, Morningstar rating. I want to see risk level. Morningstar rating, rate of return level. I want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see the beta, standard deviation. I don't want that. This right here, this stuff right here, this is technical analyst stuff. So if you was trying to analyze it on a technical basis, I don't do all that technical stuff. I look at stuff like this. I'll go on the website and get a feel for it. I don't really get into the technical stuff. So that's what that is. And so I'm gonna look at performance since inception, 10 years. Let's see, distribution, frequency. I don't care about that. I want to see minimum investment. I want to see that. And I want to see portfolio turnover. Portfolio turnover is the amount, the percentage is the number is usually represented in a percentage. It's amount, it's a number that shows how many times that funds in the mutual fund turn over. So how much do the funds, the companies inside the mutual fund turn over? So that number is usually represented by the percentage. I like to see a low turnover rate. I like to see low numbers. So 12B fees, that really don't matter. I like to see short-term redemption fee. I like to see that. It's just stuff I want to see. I want to see, what do they charge that? I just want to see the number. It's just more information for me to look at. And this is gonna be the sectors that the company's be in. I really don't care about that. And so I'm gonna go through here. I'm gonna click distribution yield. I like to see greater than 6. Tell you the truth, I like to see greater than 6. But I'm gonna leave this blank. I don't want to weed out things that I may consider. You know what I mean? I like to see mutual funds older than 10 years. I don't want to see mutual funds 5 years. I don't want to see that. I want to see mutual funds greater than 10 years. I would like to see mutual funds like 20 or 30 years, but they don't go that far. It's just 10 years. I like to see mutual funds with a Morningstar rating of 4 and 5 stars and low risk, low to below average risk. I'm gonna leave that blank, but I do want to see it though. I want to leave that blank, and I want to see mutual funds that's performing between 10 and 25%, and I want that to be blank, and minimum investment is gonna be about. I want minimum investment to be in between 100 to 2,500. If it's greater than 2,500, that's fine. But some of these mutual funds require you to have 100,000 to get into it. So, matter of fact, I'm gonna leave that blank because I want y'all to see. I want to be able to show y'all the mutual funds that's available. Because if you click that, it's gonna weed it out and you won't be able to see it. Portfolio turnover rate, I just leave that blank. I'm gonna leave that blank. And so now it's gonna show all the mutual funds. I know some of y'all big on day trading, so some of the, this is for mutual funds. This has nothing to do with screening out stocks. I mean, maybe I should talk about stocks, but I'm just talking about mutual funds. Okay. We talking about mutual funds. So off the rip, I go straight to rate of return. I go up here to the top up here, and I sort by the highest rate of return. That's what I want to see. And then I go from there. And I look at rate of return and I look at distribution yield. And so I go back and forth between average rate of return since inception and distribution yield. And so the highest distribution yield, let me see. The highest distribution yield is this one right here. This is the one I was just looking at when I first started the video. MGLAX. This one, based on the criteria we got, it's got the highest distribution yield. Distribution yield is that check that you get every quarter. That's the percentage. So if you got 500,000 in your portfolio, you get 6.73% every month. But you don't want that. You want the money to go back in to the fund. Okay? And see right here, it's got a 6.73% distribution yield, and it's averaged 13.16% since inception. Okay? And trying to figure out if that's on 10 years. Okay, 10. So yeah, the 10-year rate of return is 6.87%. So um, the portfolio turnover is 55%. That means they turn over the funds, the stocks in the in that mutual fund 55% of the time. That's a high number. I like to see it around less than maybe 20%. I like to see it less than 20%, but this fund making good money. I will buy that, and that's the investment trust that we was looking at. All right, so I'll um, I'll keep tip tapping back and forth. So you got this thing keep popping up. You got this one right here on the track record of this one right here. The average rate of return in 10 years has been 15.38%. Since inception, it's been 18. I don't know. I'm a compare it and so I want to show y'all. I want to show y'all because it don't make no sense for us to have no money when we retiring. Okay, it don't make no sense. I'm gonna click 5 of these because if you just go down the list here, all these funds are doing 18, 18, 17, 16, 16 since inception. Okay, these mutual funds are making dumb money. They're making dumb money. They're making dumb money. It don't make no sense. Okay, that's a Vanguard. Okay, and then I'm gonna click compare. All right, so let me see what y'all talking about. All right, I'll make sure my video's still going. All right, so here go the funds all lined up next to each other. Okay, if you look at them, the standard in the benchmark for all of these is set against the S&P 500. Okay, the benchmark. So if you was to graph it, see if you look at it over the last 10 years, this is just it's giving right here. It's giving you an idea. It's giving you an idea on the growth on a typical $10,000 investment, and it seems like the best performing one right here is this green one right here because see how they graphing it, and this one's on top of all of them. Okay, on a $10,000 investment, you would have made 57,000 on a $10,000 investment. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'd rather have 57,000 than to have 38,000. Okay, it's just giving you an idea, a visual idea on how these mutual funds compare to each other. And it seems like this one right here, this green one, the FSCSX right there, is the best performing one. And I can pretty much guarantee it's all IT stuff, IT and healthcare. So I want to see the the graph with the S&P 500. I'm sorry, I know I'm making y'all dizzy, but hold on. But anyway, let me talk through it. I may bump into. I'm trying to figure out what a S&P 500 is. But yeah, so all these funds, the benchmark is the S&P 500. Okay, all of these. Some of them use the Nasdaq. Some of them use the New York Stock Exchange, but this one they're using the S&P 500 to gauge like how these are performing. Okay, so here's the fund's name right here. These two right here is open to the public. It's open, and this one right here, this is not open to the public. It's redemptions only. And then this one on the end is open to retail customers only. Retail customers, that's me, you, regular people. Okay, because some of these mutual funds, they're only available to like institutions like banks, big investment firms only. But retail people, that's me, you, regular working people, retail people. So if you wanted to, you can buy that because it's the best performing one out here. And if you can see, Fidelity Select Software IT Services portfolio. And so that fund, you can, by its name, it invests primarily in the IT sector. Basically, that's why it's performing so good. Because everything in the stock market right now that's doing good is in IT and healthcare, but they're doing IT. So the category is technology. Total assets, you got this one is 550 million. This one, Janus Henderson Global Technology Fund, Class C, it's 3.9 billion. They they got a lot of holdings there. 3.9 billion. Putnam Global, that's 550 million. This one right here, this is the 12.7. They got 12.7 billion in holdings and assets. That's how much. That's how much the stocks in the mutual fund is valued. That's how much they got. And index, and let's see, it's an index fund. No, it's not an index fund. It's a regular growth stock. It's a growth stock fund. Equity is it's an equity. So here's the date since inception. See, this one right here, this one been around since 1985. Okay, this one's been around since 1985. This one 2008, 2009. No load, no transaction fee. I really don't worry about that because I'm only gonna buy it one time. I'm gonna buy it and keep it, so I really don't care. Here go the expenses. Okay, 1.16%. This one's kind of high right here. They probably got high turnover. When that expense ratio is high like that, they probably got high turnover. And see, this one right here is only 0.71%, which ain't a big deal because these are buying holes anyway. It don't matter. The distribution yield on mutual funds are typically low for growth stock, for stock equity type mutual funds. They're typically low. All right, they're typically low. You're not really gonna make a bunch of money in dividends on stock, high performing stock mutual funds. Most of the money is made on growth stock funds. Are usually appreciation, the growth of the performance of the actual stocks in the mutual fund, and so that's usually how the money is made. You're gonna get the high distribution yields, like I was talking about before, in the Reits, in the real estate investment trust. Those are the ones you're gonna get the high dividends, because those are tangible assets. They collect rent on a monthly basis, and so the money is distributed differently. Okay, so the minimum amount of investment for IRA, we talking about retirement. Okay, for IRA, it's $100 for this one. See, this one right here, you need 250,000 to get it. I mean, I don't like it that much. I would buy this one, the Fidelity Select. I would buy that one, if you ask me, for $1,000 just to get into it. So what you do is you buy the mutual fund for $1,000. You buy the mutual fund for $1,000. That'll get you, how much is it per share? What is it? I'm sorry, I'm making y'all dizzy. I keep going back and forth. What is? But you basically do $1,000 divided by the price per share. That'll give you how many shares you about to buy, and then you just set up an automatic payment to your brokerage account, to this account right here, to your brokerage account. Okay, so whatever you sign up a brokerage account at, Fidelity, T. Rowe Price, Robinhood, Weibull, Ameritrade, wherever because you got to go through a broker. unless you know somebody on the stock exchange to buy mutual funds. But more than likely, if you're watching my videos, you don't have ties and connections to the stock market. If you wouldn't be watching my video, believe me, you wouldn't be watching my video. So you got to go through a broker. A broker is Charles Schwab, T. Rowe Price, Fidelity, Robinhood, Merrill Lynch. You go on and on. I like Charles Schwab because they got a lot of tools. They got a lot of, I like their research tools. You come in here, you get the sort, and I don't know. I always come back to Charles Schwab. I like them. I don't know. I've had my Charles Schwab account since I was like 18. So I mean, I don't know. It's just I always just cater to them. That's just what I like. So, and then you get down here, you look at the Morningstar ratings, and so you can look at them side by side, and it seems like again, this FSCSX mutual fund right here is performing the best. They got the historic rate of return is high. It's the best performing one here. The historic risk, the risk is low, very low risk. This one right here got the lowest risk right here, and it's got the highest rate of return. And this one right here is below average, but it's still good. I would still buy it. Okay, I would see. Here's the benchmark. See there, it's the S&P 500, all of them. And here are the managers, the guys that's actually running the funds, the managers right here. And you can Google these guys. You want to put a face to their name. Let's Google this guy right here. I can't pronounce his name. Ali Khan, I assume. So I'm gonna Google this guy, see if he come up. And Google this guy. He on the Food Network. Hold on. All right, let me type in Charles Schwab. Charles. Let's see. I don't see his name. Where's his name at? I want to put a face. I want to put a face to this name. Is that him? No, that ain't him. VP. Nah, this ain't him. Where's his name? But y'all get the point. This stuff ain't that complicated. This stuff ain't that complicated. And you just look at the stuff here and you make a decision. And according to this, from what I'm seeing here, I would go with this one. Now, like I said, you're gonna need 5 or 10 of these. So I would pretty much go with all of these. But I mean, to get into this one, you're gonna need 250,000. So I would go with this one. If you got 5 or 10,000 and you're watching this video, I would go with this one. I would go with this FSCSX, and then I would go with what's the rate of return on this one? Because you don't want to dump all your money into one spot. Okay, so I would go with let's see. Since inception, I would go with FSCSX, and then I would go with 2008. Hold on for a second. I'm reading this, trying to get an understanding of where these companies stand at. I would go with the purple one. Okay, I would go with FSCSX, and then I would go with I would go with PGTAX. That's the one I would go with. I would go with that. And then, like I said, you need 5 or 10 of them. And so I will go and try to find 3, 4 more. Okay. I'll go and try to find 3 or 4 more. And so I'll go back here and I like to find old dinosaur funds that's like real old. You know what I mean? Let's see, inception date. I like to mess with old dinosaur funds. This one was since the inception of this one right here, 1934. Average rate of return is 10% since inception. So this fund right here. Let me click these because these are 1950, 1952, 1966. Okay, and let's look at them because y'all think I'll be playing. Y'all really think I'll be playing. All right. So the inception date. Shoot. Hold on. Let me delete these. It didn't come up right. Let's see. Okay. Why didn't bring it up? All right, let me save this. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to think of a name. My top picks. My top picks. Okay. My top picks. Okay. Back it up. I'm trying. Let me see here. All right. Let's bring that back. All right. Okay, I'm trying to get back to where I was. I was trying to reset that. Okay. So I like to have old mutual funds in my portfolio. I like to have old because they're predictable. The older they get, the more predictable they are. I mean, a fund that started in 1934, it's an old man of a dinosaur. I mean, this fund is an old man of a mutual fund. It's been around a long time, and it's seen a whole lot of stuff. It's seen the 70s back when they had the oil crisis back in the 70s, the 60s, the 50s, the 40s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. This fund has seen some stuff, okay? And I'm very confident in this right here, that 10%, that 10% rate of return, it's just guaranteed money, basically. I mean, it's little to no risk at all because it's a mutual fund that's been around that long time. I mean, it's predictable, real predictable. So it's just like an old man. All right. So you got the mutual funds right here. Inception date 1934. You got this one 1950, 1952, 1956, 1960. And so Touchstone, large cap, focus, American funds, American mutual fund, American mutual, American Washington. Okay, T. Rowe Price, Fidelity, Equitable Income. Okay, these are large blends, large value, small growth. Okay. I mean, these are good, strong mutual funds right here. How much they cost to get in? Okay. For IRA, you only need $100 for this one, $1,000 for that one. I mean, to tell you the truth, I would buy. Let's see. Like all of these has got tech in it. All of these got tech in it. Okay. Microsoft. This one right here has got Microsoft. This is the top 10 holdings. This is just the top 10%. It's not all of them, just the top 10%. So it's a lot of these mutual funds, like I said, they have like 50, 100, 150, 200 companies in them. So you got Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Google, Visa, Berkshire Hathaway, Facebook, Johnson and Johnson, United Healthcare, Comcast. I mean, these are companies that everybody know, and pretty much all these mutual funds pretty much got the same companies in them. Okay, you got Johnson and Johnson in this one, Walmart, J.P. Morgan is banking, that's financial. Verizon, Bank of America, AT&T, McDonald's, Walmart, P&M Resources. That's probably like an energy company. Comcast. Let's see, Boston. That's a industrial company there. That's industrial. Burlington Stores, One Gas. That's energy. I would buy this one. The OTC FX, because this one has got more of a diversified portfolio. A lot of these right here just got tech in it. I would buy this one, and I would buy. Let's see, just by looking at it. I mean, it's not that complicated, you know. 92% of his holdings in the United States. Okay, that's good. Let's see. Communications. See here, it's telling you what's in there. So you got 13% industrials, 19% in healthcare, 16% in financials, consumer discretionary, 9%. Okay, I'm looking at this one. This one, OTC FX right here. SENCX, 17% in communications, 13% discretionary, and so I want a good balance of investment. So, information technology, 28%. This one right here, SENX, it's got the largest holdings of IT. Isn't this the 1935 one? 19, yeah. So I would buy this one. And I would buy the OTCFX. I would buy that one. It's a small growth. So this one does small growth companies. And let's see. I want to see these companies against the S&P 500. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see. Okay. All right. I'm gonna look at this company because there's some stuff I want to see, and it's not telling me all the stuff on there. Come in late, but for starters on stocks, where can we start and look at? Well, you gotta go back and watch the whole video. You know. Let's see where we at. Okay. All right. The video's still going. All right. So you put the ticker symbol in there, and then we can look at the company, the details of the company. It's not the company, but this mutual fund. It's a mutual fund, not a company. So the S&P 500 is in orange, okay, and then the mutual fund right here. So this mutual fund is right is doing exactly what the S&P 500, which is the benchmark. It ain't doing no better, it ain't doing no less. It's like right on par, right? So as far as performance, it's okay. It ain't kicking ass. It ain't the best one in the world, but it's all right. It's all right, and it's all right. So okay, 12B1 fees is 0.25%. They got a front load of 5%. I don't care about that because I'm buying and holding. I don't care about that. But so since 1934, this mutual fund has done 10.57%, which the S&P 500 is right on par, like right there, like 11%, which is fine, which is fine. This expense ratio is kind of high. I like to see around 0.2, 0.3, 0.4% expense ratio, but most of the times with you only gonna see that with ETFs with low expense ratio. But that's getting into the particulars and all that, because I need y'all to get a retirement plan together. Okay. I mean, for some of y'all company drivers, the company that you're running for doing this automatically, but I've never been a fan of a company managing my retirement for me. And I feel better just doing the stuff myself. That's just who I am. I do everything myself. So, if I was a company driver, I would do just the minimum to get the match, because I know some companies, they do a match. So like with some companies, you got to match, you got to put in at least 3, 4, 5%, 6, 7%, and they'll match it. All right, do that, get that free money, but at the same time, I need y'all to be doing something on the side and something that you control, because the mutual funds at a lot of these companies, the 401k plans at a lot of these companies, it's not as flexible, and so you can't go on there and have full control over it. You only get like 4 or 5 funds, and that's it. So if you come on here, if you go to a full service brokerage like a T. Rowe Price, Charles Schwab, or I wouldn't say Robinhood is a full service brokerage. I mean, they're more of a casual, because they just got an app, and you go on their website. But I rather do business with brokerage firms that's been around a long time. Fidelity, they've been around a long time. Fidelity Investments been around forever. Investco, they've been around forever. T. Rowe Price, they've been around forever. Charles Schwab, been around forever. Okay, and these people know what they're doing. Okay, you call them up if you need some help or whatever. They know what they're doing. If you need some help from Robinhood, them people don't know nothing. I mean, I'm just being honest. They don't know nothing. And so you want a company that's been around. When it comes to investing, they know what they're talking, they know what they're doing, and the stuff that's available, the tools that's available to you. To me, I rather go to a full service brokerage. That's just me personally. See this one right here, it's got a 0.6% distribution yield, which is common. It's common for a high performing stock or mutual fund. The high distribution yields you typically gonna get with the REITs. So, like I said, you need 5 or 10. You need 5 or 10 investments in your portfolio. So I just gave y'all about 4 or 5 of them, 6 of them, okay? And then you can get maybe 2 of these. two REITs. Get two investment trusts. Maybe get 2 or 3 of them. So you have a good mix. Okay. So I would get SPG. Okay. I would get IRM, OHI, and a few others. You know, you want to fill that thing up, man, with a broad portfolio of different mutual funds. You can throw some stocks in there. You know, I mean, fill that thing up, man. And so when you start throwing money in there, and you wake up, man, and you 50 years old, and you got 400,000 in there, and you got all these funds in there, your money working, man. Your money is working, man, and it's just working. And so the thing is like, I know some guys, they get caught up in all the particulars and the details. Look, get started on your retirement plan. Okay, I mean, I need y'all to get started. I need y'all to get started, please. Okay, I don't care. I don't want no money from y'all. I don't want nothing. Okay, it makes me so angry that, especially our hard working truck drivers, we don't have nothing. I keep talking to guys, bumping into guys. I be out here running loads. I go to the truck stops, and like, guys be talking, and it's just like, I bump into guys 55 years old. They don't have nothing. Like, even like, I asked the guy, I bumped into a guy, he's 65 years old. This guy's 65 years old, company driver. I asked him, I was like, hey man, so you about to retire, huh? So we just sitting outside talking. I was at a Walmart store, and I was about to go inside the Walmart, and he parked next to me to go into the store and get some stuff for his truck. And we started talking. I said, hey man, what's going on? And we just started talking. And so, you know, he was like, yeah man, I did good this week. You know, I made $1,500 this week. And, you know, he started talking, and like, yeah, I'm 65 years old, man. I'm ready to call it quits. I was like, well, I mean, y'all know me. All my videos on trucking, y'all know me. And I get to it. I was like, okay, you 65. So I asked him, so you got to pay for a house? Your cars are paid for? And he was like, oh no, see, I got a mortgage on it, and my wife. So I was like, well, do you have a 401k plan? He was like, oh no. I was like, well, I didn't say this, but I was thinking in my mind, I was like, so how in the hell you gonna retire? You ain't retiring. You gonna leave this company driver job and go get another job. That's what you gonna do, because you need money. And so if you haven't been investing your money, what you think gonna happen? So what are you doing? I mean, we ain't talking about a bunch of money, all right? We ain't talking about a bunch of money. Let me get a calculator up here. Let me put the calculator right in the center, okay? Because y'all be acting like this is a bunch of doggone money. Y'all be acting like it's a bunch of money. It ain't a bunch of money. Because I'll be damned if you get 60 years old, you're going to wish you put some money back. You're going to wish you watched this video and you was hard-headed and you didn't do what I tell you to do. But anyway, so the average truck driver out here make about $60,000 a year. Okay, 60,000 divided by 52 weeks. And I know it's a nerd gonna come along and be like, well, 404, I actually make 65, 70, but that's not the point. I'm just saying, average. You can Google it. It's about 50, 58. Okay. The last time I checked, the average truck driver income in this country is about 60 something thousand. It may have went up since the last time I checked, but it's 60,000. Don't worry about it. That ain't the purpose of this video. Purpose of this video to get you to invest. Okay? So what we're looking at, $11.50 a week. Okay, $11.50 a week. Okay, times 15%. That's $172 a week. Okay? 1150 minus 173 a week. That still leaves you with 977 to go do whatever you want to do. Okay? You got healthcare. Healthcare, let me see. Healthcare, let's say about $30 a week. Taxes. Okay, you take out taxes, you're gonna pay, let's say $250 in taxes. $250. That leaves you with $700 a week to pay your bills. 700. You put that 700. You pay your light bill, your water bill, your car note. I don't suggest you having a car note. If you watching my videos, you paying cash for a nice, reasonable $5,000 car. Don't be worrying about what your neighbors think about you, cause they broke. Your neighbors, they broke. Your neighbors that live on the side of you, they broke. They broke. So don't be trying to impress people. Get you a car to get back and forth to work. That's it. Don't be worrying about what people think. Okay? Pile up cash in your account and invest. Okay? And get out of the working class. Get out of the working class. This is how you get out the working class. Okay? $700 a week. $700 a week. Times 4. That leaves you with $27.88 a month. Okay? Meanwhile, you're going to get bonuses, you're going to get a raise, and all that other stuff. But the point is, 172 a week times 4, that's $688 a month going into retirement. Okay? Remember that number, 688, right? Bring up this, put 688. I'm gonna leave that at 20 years, cause I want to play with these numbers. All right, 688, and say you starting at 0. I mean, some of y'all might get your mama, your grandmama might die, your granddaddy might die, or your mama died. Somebody in your family died, left you with some money. Some of y'all might get 100,000. Okay, 100,000. Some of y'all may start off with 100,000. Some of y'all may start off with 50,000, 25,000. The point is to level the playing field. Okay, we starting off with 0. And say you watch my video, I inspired you to start getting on your retirement, right? And you started to put $688 a month into your Roth or the traditional. I wouldn't suggest putting money in the traditional, but I suggest getting a Roth IRA, at least a Roth. Okay, so you get a Roth, and I just showed y'all the mutual funds. You see what they're making. Conservative. On a conservative, you could do 12 easy, no problem. 10, 11, 12% easy. Okay, calculate. Okay, you can easily retire with $638,000 after 20 years. 20 years. If you 30 and you want to retire at 50 years old, you'll be retired. $638,000. Okay, and so generally how a retirement account works, generally how they work, you want to take a draw on it. You want to take a draw on this money. You don't just withdraw all the money and just go spend it. No, you don't do that. You want income coming in every month. You want income coming in. And so you can do an income draw every 2-3 months, or every 6 months, or once a year, or whatever you want to do. So 638. Hold on, I messed up. 638. Oh God, hold on. 638. 857. Okay, $638,857. Okay, that's what you got, right? After 20 years, right? I'm being conservative. It'll be more if I do 30, but I'm just being conservative, just to show y'all how much. And matter of fact, that ain't even all your money. Let's see how much of this is really all your money. So 600 a month uh times 12, that's $8,200 a year that you put in to your retirement. 8,200. What I said, 20 years times 20. Really, the money that you put in is only 165,000. So it's only the money that your own money that you put into it is only 165,000. Oh man, that compound interest is crazy, man. That's compound interest right there. So 165, 120. Okay, so 130, 138, 857 minus, what was it? 130. Let's do 137 because I forgot what the number was. So basically, $500,000 are all growth. And being that if you do what I told you to do, if you open a Roth IRA, a Roth, not a traditional, a Roth, you don't even have to pay taxes on that money. You just do a straight draw, straight to your personal checking account, and you can just live off that. Okay? You just live off that. All right? So you got $500,000 in growth. $500,000 in just free money. It's free money. It's free. You ain't doing nothing for it. You just put your money in there and it sat there and it 165,000 grew into to 400 and some thousand. It's ridiculous. 600,000. It's ridiculous. Free money. But anyway, 638, 857. So typically how a retirement account works, the money, your investments that's in there. And you know what's so funny? Once you get to these kind of numbers that's so big like this, once you get to these kind of numbers that's so big, you don't even have to put no more money in it and it's going to continue to grow. If you just leave it there, it's going to continue to grow. It's going to continue to grow. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, you know, because that money is making so much money where you get to just live off the interest. And so say your account is still making 12%. Your account is making 12%. So times 0.012. No, that's 1%. My bad. 12%. So you don't have to add nothing else to it. Without even touching the principal, you get to take home $76,000 a year. You just live off the interest. That's it. That's it. You just take a draw. I mean, you know, that's about, because if you take any more than that, you start eating into your principal. You just want to leave it right there. Leave it right there. I would do a draw of 857 times. I would do a draw about 8%. I would draw 8%. That's 50,000. I don't know about you, but I'm cool with chilling at the house. Just 50,000. You ain't spending a whole bunch of money in gas to go back and forth to work because you're retired now. You're retired. Your investments, if you do a draw off this money that's in a retirement account, you just do a quarterly. So if you do a draw of 51,000 and you divide that by 4, you just do a quarterly withdrawal from your brokerage account or your retirement Roth account to your personal account every 3 months, $12,000, which is 51,000. That's how a brokerage account works. And so you don't even touch the principal. And if you doing what I'm telling you to do, get a Roth IRA, you ain't paying taxes on that money. You ain't even paying taxes on that money. I mean, if you're watching this video, this is a $600,000 video. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just saying. I mean, some of y'all might get aggressive and just start dumbing down on this thing and start be like, man, that video that 404 put out, man, he showed me how, man, I can be an old man, 60, 65 years old with $1 million in the bank. What? Man, I got to get on my game. That's it. That's the game right there. I know some of y'all, maybe some of y'all can't live on $50,000. I don't know about you and me, but my bills are not that high. My mortgage is $700 a month. My light bill is, okay, my light bill is about $100, $120 a month in the summertime. In the wintertime, it may go down to about $70, $60, $70, $80 a month. Okay. Gas is $20, $30. Water bill is like $25 a month. Property taxes at my house is about $1,600 a year. What else? I mean, I can go on and on and on. And so my household expenses is right about $1,500 a month. Let's say $1,500 a month. Basic household expenses. All right? $1,500 a month. And so food, I say food is another $400 a month. Hold on. $1,500 plus $400 plus, just think of all the other things. Cell phone bill. Okay, my cell phone is $100. What else? Just think of some other expenses. Car insurance. Car insurance is how much is my car insurance? $350 a month plus $350 a month. When you're an old man, you can qualify for all the senior citizen benefits, you know. So you know, I mean, you ever seen these old people that got 2 cars in the yard? They old and they don't work. This how they do it, man. Car insurance, $300. What else? Just think about the other expenses. Cell phone bill. Let's just round it off to $2,500 a month, and not to mention Social Security. So you probably get maybe $1,000 an extra, $1,100 for Social Security, plus yo, that's $2,500 a month in expenses. And maybe you can throw on another $300-400 for pocket money, just for pocket money to be in your pocket to just go to the movies as an old person, you know, pocket money to do old people stuff. When you're old, you just walk around and, you know, give little kids $1, you know, just walk around money. Just round it up to $2,500. Okay. Okay. You get Social Security. Hold on. 5110. Divide that by 12. Hold on. You got to do it again. 51,108 divide 12. Hold on, y'all. I keep messing up. Hold on. I'm going to get it. 51,108 divide 12. Okay, that's $4,259 a month plus $1,100 from Social Security. That's $5,300 a month. $5,359 a month minus $2,500 in basic expenses. That's plenty of money as an old man. I don't know about you. That's plenty of money as an old man. I don't know. It's plenty of money for an old man. Jamaica Newborn said 4-4 sharing information when protesters getting ready to riot across the country. Yeah, because that's not something I can't control that. You know? I can't really be stunting around on something I can't control. I can't control the police. I can't control the government. I can't control that stuff. I can't control people rioting. But you know I can control. You know I can control my finances. I can control that. I'm responsible. I'm being a responsible adult looking at finances. When it comes to this rioting and stuff like that, that's just stuff I can't control. I can't lose sleep over that. That's just something. I don't want to say I don't care. It's just people gonna do what they want to do, and you know, uh, you know, I gotta take care of my house first. I gotta make sure my household is good first before I go out there and start doing stupid stuff. It's not my responsibility to go out there and start doing all that crazy stuff, wreaking havoc, and it ain't gonna solve nothing. Once it's all over with, it's gonna be like, oh, remember back in 2020, the corona, and they had that riot when that police officer killed that man. Remember? Oh man, that was crazy. You're gonna forget all about it. I mean, but I'm talking about my house. I'm talking about my household. This is stuff I can control. And so, I mean, I don't want to be a jerk about it, but that's just how I feel about it. I mean, it's now if the police come over my house and come in on my property, then I got another problem. Then we got a problem then, because I got guns, and if they want to go to war, hey, let's go to war, because now you on my property. But if you ain't on my property attacking me, we good. We good. So that's just how I feel about it. But so we talking about these economics, man. We just talking about household economics, and that's just what it is. And we really don't need as much money as we think we need. When we start crunching these numbers, it really don't take that much money. It really don't take that much. It really don't. You know. And then on top of that, if you do this, plus you got a business investment, plus you got real estate, I mean, you can probably double that number. I mean, I was reading this article. Where people make more money in retirement than they ever made when they was working. if you set your retirement up properly, you will be wealthier in retirement than you was when you was working. It's a trip. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So, I mean, this is what it is. It's just simple, and it's not that complicated. And folk make this stuff complicated, and it's not that complicated. And all you got to do is just take the time and learn and figure this thing out. And you know, I can go on and on and on about this, but you know, I just wanted to touch on some things. I just wanted to touch on some things. Let me show y'all another REIT, because my favorite investments are REITs. It's real estate. I love real estate. They're great investments. So here's another REIT, ZX. Here's another one. Okay. And so with REITs, I mostly look at the distribution yield. Your REITs got high distribution yields. And the distribution yield on this one is 6.97%. And see, you can see the rate of return is 2%, which is a garbage rate of return. But with REITs, you don't go after rate of return. This right here, you don't go after this. You go after the distribution yield. Because let me see, the distribution, when they pay out, distribution payout, let me see. Distribution payout. Okay. So they got the same companies in here. Prologix, Innovation Homes, Digital Realty Trust. It's all real estate. All real estate. Mitsubishi. Let's see. Matter of fact, let me look some of these companies up. Let's see. Innovation Homes. So this is residential. This company here invests in residential real estate. So everybody got to have somewhere to live. So let's see. Digital Realty. Let's see who this is. Realty. So it looks like this company here invests in real estate, tech company real estate. That's what it looks like. These people do. Data centers. Um, that's what it looked like. These people do. Rochelle says, "What about REIT that owns a lot of nursing homes?" Oh yeah, NH. I think it's NHI, NHT, or something like that. I'm gonna talk about them. So it looks like this company invests in real estate, tech real estate. Data centers. Um, which, if you think about it, so they, you know, so it looks like they got a data center. They got a data center on Marietta Street. They got one in Lithia Springs, over there on the west side off of Thornton Road, William Street. Okay. Let's see. And this is just the top 10 holdings. That's all. It's just the top 10 holdings. Most of these mutual funds have about 50, 100 companies in them. Okay, this is apartment buildings. Okay, apartment buildings, commercial. Like they got a little bit of commercial apartments. Okay, these are commercial apartment buildings. Okay, I guess this is where you pay your rent at. You log in here to pay your rent. uh, guess you log in here to pay your rent. I guess. So as a lot of you guys know, there a lot of these big real estate companies. They're they are they are gentrifying a lot of old neighborhoods. They're moving a lot of the poor people out, and they building these expensive, quote unquote, luxury. It's not really luxury. I don't know if any of you guys been inside a lot of these places, and they're not luxury. They got fake granite on these countertops on in these a lot of these places. They got fake tile on the floor, and they putting that cheap stuff down, calling it luxury, and it ain't. It's not really luxury. But the thing is, the fact that they can title it and they can put a luxury name on it, that gives a better price. They can get charge more for rent, and so that's just all that is. They're gentrifying all these old neighborhoods and building these big old places. But that's one of the companies that's in this fund, and so that's just what it is, man. That's just what it is. So you got to put the money where the money is making money at. That's just what it is. Don't. That's just what it is. You put your money where the money is being made. You put your money. See, this is what these people are doing. These are whole apartment buildings. These are $10 million, 20 million, $50 million apartment buildings. And that's what these companies do right here. So, um, let's see. Exandra Real Estate. Okay. Let's see what these people do. Okay. Yeah, these people are all over the place. Yep. This is it right here. This is it. Meet the team. Meet the team. It's the team right here. There they go. Executive management, board of directors. Board of directors. Chief, co-chief. Yep. There they go. Independent director. There they go. Right there. And you know, I mean, looking at them, these look like a good, strong team. Let me Google one of these guys. Let me Google this guy. Let me Google this guy. Yep, he's a tenured owner operator. This guy, he remains the longest tenured owner operator and developer. I know some of y'all think an owner operator is somebody who own a truck, but they call him an owner operator because he started the business and he's still working there. So, and he's executive, so that's why they call him an owner operator. He owns a large portion of the place. Look this guy up. I want to see his Facebook. I want to see his Facebook. Guys like this, they had their Facebook locked down. I want to see this guy's Facebook. Yep, there's Facebook right there. There's his Facebook. Hold on. Here you go right here. Yep. So that's the deal, man. That's the deal. That's it. Um all right, let me see. Who else in here? Health Peak Properties. Seem like they do hospitals. I bet they do hospitals. They're in the hospital business. Health Peak. Yep, they do hospitals. They do hospitals. The beauty of our strategy lies in simplicity. We built a highly skilled SQ clear investment focus. High quality real estate creating long term value for all our stakeholders. That's all it is, man. Lifetime income without working. This is a medical office building. See here? Medical office building. Senior housing. So that's what these people do. Stable. It's very stable. Because, you know, everybody, the healthcare sector ain't doing nothing but going up. Okay, the healthcare sector ain't doing nothing but going up. So we're gonna need more hospitals, more medical offices. This looks like a pharmaceutical laboratory right here. Senior housing. This is where people go to die. Right here. This is where people go to die. We're gonna need more of them. And that's just the stability of like all this whole thing. So you get in here and start digging around. Let me show y'all the one that I was looking at. This place here, NTITH. Did I write it down? I think it's NHI. Let's see. So this is a stock. This is not a mutual fund, but it's a REIT. It's a REIT is kind of like a real estate mutual fund, kind of, sort of. That's kind of what a REIT is. It's a real estate mutual fund, kind of, because it's a company where they own a whole lot of real estate, and so their annual dividend is 7.95%. You might as well just say 8%, which is a great dividend. And their stock price per share is 55.49%. Yeah, it's pretty good. They're 70% of their holdings is held by institutions, which is good. That's because big companies, institutions are like big companies, like banks, big companies. These are corporate owned investment funds, not not retail, not me, regular people, right? So 70% of the shares of this 70% of this company's shares is held by companies, institutions, which that says a lot because no company isn't going to invest their money into anything if it ain't good. So if Bank of America can invest in it, I'm looking at it, I'm going to do what they doing. If Amazon investing in it, I'm going to do it because that's telling me that they trust it. And so, yeah, this REIT right here, I forgot what I was going to show y'all about it. This REIT right here, they invest in healthcare facilities. Here's the website. This company here invests in healthcare facilities, and these are facilities. You can click on their portfolio. They're a publicly traded company, so they have to release the stuff. And this is their portfolio right here. I can't see how many assets they got, but it looks like a lot. It's a lot of assets. It's a lot of income all across the country. Alabama, Arkansas, California, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, all across the country. They have a large portfolio. And when you see something so large, that's telling me, it's communicating to me that stability, return on investment. Okay? So just like when you look at a truck and you're looking to buy a truck. Well, when you're looking to buy a truck, what you gonna do? You're gonna get the maintenance records. You're gonna talk to the previous owners. You're gonna do a rig dig report. You're gonna look at the tires. You're gonna look at you're gonna look at all this stuff, and you're gonna make an educated decision on whether you should do this or not. And this is basically what you're doing. You just look through here. I mean, I'm skimming through here, but I mean, like right here, this column right here where it says investment type, these are all leases. You got one that's mortgage, but all these are leases. That's good. That's income. That's good. That means that this trust company owns the assets and they're receiving rents every month. Okay? And so it's just simple as that. And so this REIT right here, they invest in you can read it right here. With over 200 senior living facilities across the country, our diverse portfolio of properties spans the healthcare spectrum from independent assisted living facilities to MOBs. I don't know what MOBs are, and specialty hospitals. We are very proud of our high quality assets, outstanding operators who we run. And so these are, old folks' homes, hospitals, medical offices, stability. So if you're gonna buy it, if you go on here and you look at this information, like I said before, see, they're down. They're down to $31 a share. The last 5 years, if you look at this, their stock has averaged like 70. Look like they average by $70 a share, anywhere from about $80 to about $60 a share. So if you're gonna buy this, I will buy this. They on sale. It's like 50% off right now, basically. It's 50% off. The healthcare sector ain't going nowhere, man. Shoot, I'll come in here and buy. I mean, you got to decide how much money you got. I mean, I would come in here and buy. See, they $55 a share times, I don't know, 10 shares. I mean, I'll come in here and buy $55 a share. I'll buy maybe $2,000 worth. $2,000. $55. That'll get you about 36 shares, somewhere in there. 35, 36 shares. And you know, and just keep shopping, man. It's just like buying all the other stuff we waste our money on. You know? All the other stuff we waste our money on. But how long this video been? 2 hours and 30 minutes. 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I think I gave y'all a lot. I ran my mouth long enough. But I mean, I wanted to do this video because it's about this right here. It's about that right there. That right there. It's easy. And it ain't a bunch of money, man. It's not a bunch of money. I mean, you want to get to $1,000. $1,000 will set you up real good. You ain't worrying. When you hit 60, you ain't worrying about nothing. You ain't worrying about nothing, dog. So I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, you can get into real estate. I mean, there's a lot of things you can get into out here, but I mean, to be honest, I mean, you can just do this here, right here. You'll be all right. You know, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. And you come on here and use this investment calculator, man, and you see where your money going and where you're gonna put your money, and that's it, man. That's just what it is, man. It's not that complicated. But I'm gonna get off here. I think I did enough, 2 hours and 30 minutes. I just wanted to do a video for y'all, slap y'all around a little bit, because I need y'all to get y'all investment game up. I just got a notification that stock just split. Hold on. Stock just split. But anyway, I think this is gonna be it. I appreciate y'all watching my videos. See y'all next time.